time for LGD's roaming pair, which should be a support alchemist with the roaming Skywrath. It could also be farming. There it is.
Not just from level 1 is that hero, probably more than any other hero in the game. Well, Lumi, I do want to talk about this middle lane because fourth
bottom is going to be a concussion. Sun into Sunstrike. First blood happens, and that goes back to exactly what you said. The Sunstrike didn't add the need. Just a team went this early on.
Centaur ultimate, now top lane they go, and Lin will make his move on the low. The Sunstrike's going to follow this up, and in goes the Centaur for an easy kill. LGD, I mean, it's the combination you knew would come at some point. It's almost inevitable you'll give up a few kills to that, but now the turn, they're going to chrono and look to jump in, but YYF needs more damage. He's just not getting much. Now he tries to run, and he scatters to the south, but DDC is there to greet him. He's pretty low. Meanwhile, retreating out will be his ally, the Earthshaker. And while that's all going on, they lose the Lich. YYF still being pursued by DDC. He's pretty tanky here, but doesn't have mana, and now Yao joins the fight. This is a big kill. A chrono, as well as the death of the Void. They lost 3 in the end there.
The heroes don't necessarily need too much farm. I feel like 1 or 2 core items.
Oh, mid lane.
It's going to be a big burst. 430 melts off the face of the map.
And they can do that every time the Blake's off. Out from the tower, and there's no
bottom lane jump. Chrono's going to be the lead right now. He's got to be very careful. He's actually dying under that. Vision's going to come out, and there you go.
Now top they go, and they will finish off the Venomancer. So it's a 1-for-1. A support for a support. But does anyone get a tower off of this? That would obviously be the big
team actually push that well, right? 430 is the biggest push here for IG, and you could argue that.
Centaur ultimate, and they go bottom again with Lin. He finds one. He's looking for the double here, and he'll find it on Faith as well. He even forces out a Chain Frost, but just not enough burst. Lin. They've got a Death Prophet all ready to go. Exorcism online, and Luo in through the front, and he's got the mech here as well. They'll pop the Exorcism now, but here comes Centaur. No Stampede. This is going to be a tough one to fight into, but he'll go for it anyway. He whisks the stomp, now gets caught by a fissure, and he might be a little bit trapped. Rabbit will join the fray as well, and LGD will be forced back. They lost their Scarlet Mage though to Faith on the backside while it's happening. Rabbit would be a much bigger prize, and they'll get him too. The Stampede used, but to what avail? They have no follow-up for this one. They're actually just going to retreat their way out. The only trade is that Yao will take a tower mid, but it comes to the cost of 2, and now DD gets caught. He's chronoed up. They can commit heavily from this one. The Stall will keep him alive, but only for a time, and then finally he falls to the right clicks of YYF, getting some much-needed kill gold. With the setup, the Scarlet has had a huge impact already.
Looks like IG's trying to sneak the Roshan, and the Scout's going to come out from the Forge Spear, but it seems like everybody's so far away from LGD, and the burst damage is coming out.
Stampede, is Lin going to go for it? He's heading towards the pit. He'll Stampede now, and he'll jump in, and he finds 430. The Aegis falls. Who's going to claim it? It's still on the ground. It gets denied by Lin. He gets 2. Now it's 3. LGD. What a I actually like that choice a lot. Mid lane, there's a chrono on Yao. He gets caught out by YYF, and they're going to commit heavily for this kill. Stampede was used, but the fissure block is perfect. Just what the doctor ordered for IG. And now DDC, he's been surrounded by the Death Prophet. Well, YYF tanks a Mystic Clear, but he can't finish off the Void. He makes his way out of the fight, and in comes Rabbit. He's stealing damage. 430 might not need it to dish out his own, but he's going to jump fast to this. There's BKBs everywhere, and the Chain Frost just keeps him bouncing, but LGD don't care. Now the Sunstrike, it connects! 430 melts. And LGD march forward. What a great Sunstrike, and no attempt to juke. In that moment, you just have to keep on running and pray to the gods. You turn for a moment, Rabbit would have finished him off.
I think the buyback from Yao was absolutely the best choice, not just because he made a flashy play, but Chrono's the only way of taking initiative. The big Echo Stop's going to come in. Tornado Meteor End's going to come down here against IG. IG is melting for a second time, and I think this is where they lose Rax.
It's just not enough.
He's also an initiator for the team. Like, if IG sees something out of position, it's up to him to actually make that jump.
And they're going now. LGD, they're going to force the issue here on IG, and in comes the Chrono. It's a good 1-on-2. The Mystic Flare, though, will drive my way off, and now Lin comes in once again with the stop. The BKBs, LGD march forward. Rabbit and Lin driving IG back. They haven't up on the Skywrath. A perfect combo. Is it even enough to kill Rabbit once?
Maybe kill once.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Now he's going to test that theory. Pops the ultimate and starts working on the tower. They'll try and buy some time here, but now the Centaur goes in. He stops one. It's a nice Chronosphere, but the follow-up simply isn't there. Rabbit's still very healthy for this, and now the Alch stun comes, and Rabbit just charges forward. He's hurting them back, now finishing off one, working on 430. Even the Death Prophet can't fight. Normally she loves it when you're in her face, but it's GG. IG just didn't have it. LGD come out hot, and they're on the verge of knocking the last defending champions out of the tournament. If IG lose here, nobody will have won 2 TIs after this one.
It was really that fight near the Roshan pit where Lin was able to come in, get a 2-3 man stop. double edge, get a couple kills, denies the Aegis. I think IG was already very far behind that point, but that really just sealed it at that point. So really well played from LGD.
I loved the dual lanes, and I loved the Invoker going mid, because that really set up, it's basically